Hello, and welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Broken News. And if I only could, I'd make a deal with God and get him to swap our places. Anywho, we got a lot in store for you this week. We have another great musical guest, we make some tasty treats in a new segment called Broken Dish, and I look for new income streams with old friends. And of course, I'll go off on current goings-ons. But first, let's hear from Mike in LA as he forages for a new band following the dissolution of his beloved musical endeavor and cult, approaching zenith, in his very own segment, The Search. Roll a clip. Roll it!
Hey everyone, this is Mike, and welcome back to The Search, and blessings to you all. Thanks for joining us, and as you know, we're looking for new band members to join on this journey to empower ourselves and be better than we were before, and I'd love to take the opportunity to help, teach all of you how to live your life as I learn how to live mine, and this is all about taking the ego out of the equation and rising up from the darker times, as we know, and I can certainly attest to that. And I'd like to encourage any musicians out there who are hoping to do the same to follow the Craigslist ad in my description, and you can find an address there where we can meet out in a public area and get to know each other and maybe find out if you've got what it takes. I'm honored and excited to experience what we can do together, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of your responses in the DMs and the Craigslist ad. So go ahead and reach out and let's get going.
Yes. Tap, tap, tap.
Is Poppy sweaty? Yeah, okay. All right, go sit down. You said work will be fine. Okay. Hey, are you tired of bad lawyers? Well, let me be yours. Hi, I'm Bryce Mendez from Bryce Mendez & Sons. And in my 20 years of studying murder law, I've learned a thing or two. Benito, eyes up here. Eyes up here, get Poppy. Okay, thank you. I've learned what it means to be steadfast and loyal, no matter what. Unless, of course, that what is a 220-pound Colombian man, in which case I'm at least gonna need a baker's dozen of arepas. It's okay, we're good. It's good, it's okay. Poppy's getting therapy. I've also learned that there's nothing, and I mean nothing, stronger than the power of love, family, and a 3/8 twisted nylon rope, because when you're tied up to a chair, trust me, you're gonna need at least a tank of Vaseline to wiggle your way out of there. It's okay. It's over here. Oh, Poppy, look at Poppy. Hi. Who's 8 years old? That's you. Hi. I know what you're thinking. Bryce, there's no way I could afford an amazing lawyer like you. But trust me, when it comes to payment, I've learned that you have to be flexible and understanding, and trust me, when you're tied up buck naked on all fours over a tub of refried beans, you learn to be patient. Poppy still smells like refried beans, doesn't he? They still taste good. You know what that sound of shattered glass means? Poppy's next client is here, so please call Bryce Mendez & Sons today. Thank you. Benito, get in the closet. Closet!
Hey folks, welcome back to BNN. I'm your host, John Schwalski, or at least they keep telling me that. I'm here with the one and only, my life coach and financial consultant, Coach Donnie Swesh.
Hello everyone, you probably remember me. I'm here today not in an official capacity as a coach, but as a friend of sorts. You know, it's Lord of the Rings 3, baby, Return of the King. And today, I'm coming with another ring. I'm not wearing it today, but it's off season, and we swept the finals. And we're gonna be right back there next year. But for now, I had a little free time to come down and hang out. So, why not make a little extra scratch?
As you know, folks, BNN has hit some hard times, as well as the rest of the world, frankly. Economics, am I right? It's tough. But seriously, things are getting harder here, and things are getting spread pretty thin. So instead of doing things like human interest stories and getting my tan on, I'm trying to find ways to make money.
Well, there are two things that I know. How to ball and how to cash. So today, we're gonna dig.
Geocaching it is. So where do you start, Coach Swesh, when it comes to urban geocaching?
With the wind. You gotta feel what direction it's moving. You gotta smell the air. Do you smell that money? Do you smell the treasures? Do you smell those intricate little pieces of your environment that you can take with you? Do you hear the money? Do you feel the breeze? Do you feel a little string pulling you towards the riches? Well, sometimes it's as simple as just taking a look left. That's our first piece of treasure. Go grab it, son.
I think the smell's coming from here. The string pull. Oh, that's definitely where the smell's coming from, Coach. There might be something in there.
Yeah, you didn't even reach inside.
You just...
Climb in.
Okay.
Climb in. You're gonna get dirty at some point. That's the thing. You gotta know, no one gets away clean when you go caching.
I don't think that was a good idea.
All right.
Okay.
Well, that's on me.
Nothing in that one.
Hey, I own my losses. You can't always come away with some gold, but we'll find it. Oh, yes, we will. It's important to think like a truffle pig. Always have your nose to the ground. You know?
Like literally?
Maybe. It depends on the terrain, you know? Not all terrain, but you won't be able to smell anything through concrete. You're not that good yet. One day I'll get you there, though. Stick with me. All right? Oh, sometimes it's important to play the hits. I actually have been here before. I recognize this neighborhood. It feels good. I reckon I put something over there last time. Check for anything that looks like a piece of litter.
Okay. Is that how you hide things in a city?
Sometimes it's just litter, but a lot of times if you look inside, there's a little treat.
Okay, Coach Don, I'll get it.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff. You see in here, a guitar pick from my creative days. Quarters from when I didn't have in-unit laundry. Man, that was the worst.
And lint to prove the fact.
Well, that's all mine. You know, I left it here before, but it's good practice. You can get some reps in. Build the trust with your instinct, you know?
This is about $40 probably worth of change, you'd think, in a sour cream container, and people don't notice?
No one notices. People don't think to check. Okay, so you see how these are two different types of brick, right? That's not normal. If you knock on one of them, they might be hollow. Who knows? Explore every corner. You can't leave anything on the table, all right? Any little indication that something's awry or amiss could be a clue, all right? Maybe not in this case. It's all about the fundamentals, the basics, digging deep, all right?
Okay.
So, your hearing may not be perfect, but if you listen a little more closely, the world will continue to speak with you and commune with you. point you in the right direction. So here, take this.
Are you serious? The stethoscope?
Absolutely. I'm serious as a heart attack, which you could hear with that. That's how I diagnosed my own without going to the hospital. Start from the roots up. Listen to the roots. They tell a story. Go up to the trunk. Keep climbing if you have to. Get up in those leaves. You never know where you're gonna find some treasure. Anything sticking out?
I think I found a cache. It's an onion. Yep. That's an onion.
Well, that goes on the scoreboard as a find.
Coach, I think I found some.
Looks promising. Oh, yeah.
Red gold tomato sauce.
All right. Now I got sauce, we got an onion. It's a regular Italian fiesto. Mamma mia.
You know, folks, some people call this thing over here a free library. Other people call it
A cache, obviously. What about this doesn't say cache? Every library's free. That's why I always walk in them, go to the bathroom, and look up dynasties of history. Now this, if you could get it open, it'd be full of treasure, I guarantee it. See, you got it open in one try. It's incredible. Look at all this stuff. There are like several different colors that you may not know about in here.
to fish in troubled waters.
Oh, perfect. You're gonna need a new way to generate food if you're this poor, right? A receipt.
For what?
BarnesandNobleFeedback.com. Oh, yeah. Oh, text BN. Broken news.
No.
This your number? Sometimes there are signals like that.
Yeah?
If you ever find a number that leads back to yourself, somebody's looking for you.
This one says for reading. I think this is just a free library.
Okay. Well, still a win in my book.
On to the next one.
Cash. Cash.
Coach, isn't it true that sometimes the real treasure is just being in nature itself?
No, treasure is the treasure, all right? That's why we dig deep. We don't get dismayed by all this gorgeous natural life, which, you know, is precious and fleeting and ephemeral like all things. What we need is something that's gonna last forever. The treasure, the meat of it all. And that's why we go in there and we use all 5 of our senses.
Okay. I thought there were 4 senses.
There are 5. You need to start worrying about getting 1 lick of sense.
Well, can I use the shovel at least?
Not this time. You're going in manual style. Don't be afraid to get dirty.
All right. How do I start?
Use those fingies. Root around. Don't be afraid about ticks. They ain't worried about you. All right? That's just one more thing that'll suck your blood in this world. All right, looking good.
What a safe.
Wow, golly. That's what it's all about. I bet there's big money in there. You know how to crack a safe?
Oddly enough, I think I do.
That's surprisingly nimble work, I gotta be honest.
Are these Scrabble tiles?
I don't know, but what do you reckon? About 100 tiles in there? 1,000?
But that's not money.
Well, when you get something cryptic like this, don't stop. Don't let it turn you away. I bet if you laid all these out, it'd spell out a message. Probably coordinates. Maybe another cache is at stake. And if nothing like that, games are fun too. The ultimate cache. I've had my eye on this bad boy for a couple weeks. Cars like this are never locked, all right? And when it's lying dormant, no one's touching it, there's stuff all inside. That's the definition of a cache. What's the difference between this and a giant mobile safe? There's none. So, time to make the big dog cache move. Taking this car.
Oh, wow.
Just that easy. That's cash.
Oh my God. So you're just leaving now?
Yeah?
Whatever happened to the 80-20 split?
Well, I'm a big dog and I make big dog plays. The biggest play of all, is making out with the biggest prize, all right? You're still a puppy. Once you grow some fur, then you can ride with me. But for now, I'm needed elsewhere.
Okay, so leave then.
Okay, next time you need me, give me a call. It's one of those 3 numbers I gave you. I'm not telling you which.
Is this a geocache?
I don't want to say no. Why not? We could probably sell that and flip it for cash, or use it as a new tool. Take it.
What if it's important to the building? I think I'm just gonna put it there.
What if it's more important to your pockets? What if it's more important to your building? You know?
This is a broken news bulletin. Breaking news.
1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice.
Crunchy. That's
Yeah.
crunchy. I like that.
Zesty.
Yeah.
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 Mike, you there?
Hi, John.
Mike, this is really nice. You look great. I see you're putting those paychecks to good use.
John, you know what? It's fantastic. Ever since I just learned how to let go, everything just kind of fell into place. And it's amazing with the addition of one simple contract and guaranteed checks in the mail that a weight has really just been lifted. And I really just accept things for what they are today, John. With that out of the way, I just wanted to introduce you to my lovely bandmate, Susan, who is a very talented trombone player.
Ah, Susan, nice to meet you.
And when I was originally reaching out online, she was very quick to respond. I think things really just gelled right off the bat. Her energy, I mean, can you blame me? I mean, her energy is fantastic.
Music's all about the energy, you know. It's got to link up. It's got to mesh. Got to get the wavelengths together.
The trombone, that's an interesting instrument. Where are you from?
Well, I'm from all over. I've traveled a lot. I was born in a swamp.
What? Huh? Really? A swamp? Whereabouts?
Well, you know, that's what they say about swamps, rivers, any body of water. It's always moving, always flowing. If you've seen Pocahontas, you get it. You know that song.
Just around the river bend, John.
Exactly.
So, being from a swamp, how did you end up picking the trombone?
Well, the thing is, the trombone is the oldest instrument, the oldest brass instrument. So they've been around a long time. You can find them anywhere.
That's fascinating.
I don't know if you realize this, but we're an anti-violence band, but in a case of self-defense, the trombone can actually be used as a pretty lethal weapon.
Oh, no shit.
That's true. You know, you only get that kind of blow if you can really wind it up, though. You got to get a lot of energy in there before you can really pack a punch with it.
Intriguing.
It only makes the instrument more gritty, more emotional, more, you know, because you've been places, you've done things, you've hurt people, but that also makes the music sweeter.
Yeah, John, and that's something that was an instant connection right off the bat. You know, we're both people who have seen things and done things, you know.
And hurt people.
And yeah, we've hurt a lot of people, John. And you know, the beauty of it is you can come together and you can really just push forward and forget all of that and really make a great life for yourself. And if you just go ahead and accept the energy of the universe, it doesn't matter what you've done.
And you know, music is healing, so you gotta have people to heal. People aren't hurting. Who's there to heal?
Exactly.
Susan, now I don't know much about the trombone because, let's be honest, I'm a woodwind guy. But I did read from a trusted source on Wikipedia that there's a specific sound that the trombone can play that can ward off mosquitoes, and I'm a juicy guy this time of year. Do you mind giving us a sample?
Oh, would love to. You know, as you know, this part of, we're in LA, there's not as many mosquitoes, but there are still a couple, so let's see if we can get them out of here, huh?
Whew.
I felt that down low. I don't know about you, John.
Yeah, I know what you mean there, Mike.
I think I heard a couple just drop out of the sky just now. So this area should be clear for the next 48, 72 hours.
That's wild.
You know, when you come up in the world of trombone, that's part of it. We take numbers, you know. Everyone's got their different number of how many people they've hit, and you never forget when you're hit by a trombone. So let's just say we're changing the world one smack at a time.
Well, it's true, folks. Music makes friends of us all. Well, Susan, I have one last question, mostly because I need to wrap this up due to the enormous amount of money I have to pay Mike per minute of screen time. Are you excited to join the BNN family as part of the remote in-house band?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Making tunes with Mike is just, it's been life-changing. Like I said, I've been trying to find a group out here for a while, and I don't know if it's just the climate difference from where I came up, like the air here is real dry, but I just feel like we really are on the same vibration. Like, we make the tunes, they make me feel good, they make you feel good, they make him money, they make me money, they cost you money. Like, what more could you want?
Well, that's great to hear, Susan, honestly. And not to get emotional, Mike, but it's even better to see how great you're doing personally. And
Hey, John, I'm going to go ahead and stop you right there because I think it's about time for us to play us off. So, Susan, why don't we kick it off with that really sweet, bristly B-flat blues that we were talking about earlier,
Yeah.
huh? Yeah, okay.
Love a bruise.
A 1, a 2, a B-flat bruise.
welcome back to BNN, folks. It's about that time. It's time for
The Breakdown.
Breakdown.
Large numbers of workers are moving into the environmental industry after leaving high-paying jobs at big tech companies like Google. When asked why, some employees stated that their priorities have just changed over time. Some stated that they wanted to leave the world saying that they did something, having a bigger impact. And others just were no longer feeling lucky. It's giving millennial joke. Did I do that right? The giving thing?
No.
Russia has decided to withdraw from the International Space Station, otherwise known as by 2024, which just happens to be the slowest breakup ever with the US. Breakups, you know, like, been there. We all know it takes at least 2 years to come to the realization that it's over. The space station is split up now into the ROS, the Russian orbital segment, and the USOS, the US orbital segment. It's like a drawn line in the middle of a shared studio apartment. It's like living with a partner and breaking up before your apartment lease is up. You know exactly what it means when that sock is on the doorknob. Neither segment of the space station can function without accessing the electricity of the other segment, which is where the drama lies. In other words, Russia has the Hulu account, and US has the Netflix account, and no one has the HBO Max account because they're currently like imploding or whatever the hell they're doing over there at HBO. Gabagool. In unrelated entomology news, the murder hornet has gotten a new name. It is now known as the Northern Giant Hornet. There hasn't been a PR spin this good since Subway told us to eat fresh. By the way, Subway tuna is still considered a meat, and its bread is still considered a confectionery. Okay? Okay. Go lose weight now by eating a bunch of sandwiches. In an attempt to reduce plastic in our oceans, scientists have created a new biodegradable packaging substance made entirely of mushrooms. Turtles everywhere will no longer be forced to migrate and can instead stay home and choose to go on another kind of trip. And frankly, in my opinion, this is taking it way too far. We all knew that the turtle from Finding Nemo was Blaze the entire time. Now, Squirt, his sun turtle, his turtle son, has to worry about his dad asking him if his flippers were always that big and occasionally asking for kelp money. Experts are offering solutions for patients who are experiencing COVID symptoms but keep receiving false negatives. Here's some unfounded medical advice. If you keep receiving false negatives, the first thing you should do is make sure you're following the directions. I can't tell you how many at-home tests I had to pee on before I realized I had to put that thing up my nose. Joe Rogan is warning TikTok users that China has all of their information. And here's the thing, Joey. Gen Z and millennials, we just don't care. At this point, everyone has our information. The Arby's Rewards program knows more about who I am as a person than the majority of my close family. And guess what? That's fine, because I visit them more than I visit my extended family anyways. And Arby's, they have the meats and my back. Like they say, when you're at Olive Garden, you're family. When you're at Arby's, you're family. When you're at Taco Bell, you're family. When you're at Wendy's, you're a stranger. Get the chili and get out. Saudi Arabia has revealed its plan for a 100-mile-long skyscraper that will serve as a self-sustaining utopia. I feel like I've heard this before. Oh wait, that's right. It's called the Mall of America. And if it's going to be anything like the mall craze that America has suffered through, do yourself a favor, Saudi Arabia, and stop, because you're most likely going to just have a long-forgotten shrine to the likes of Sbarro, Auntie Anne's, Wetzel's Pretzels, and, I don't know, Lids. A 100-mile-long glass building? It's a bad idea to have a dome away from home, and Saudi Arabia, you guys should take the hint. Biodome was actually a profitable movie. And that's the real unbelievable part of that story. 230,000 Capri Sun pallets have been recalled due to cleaning solution being found in the pouches. And we always knew, folks, we always knew that there was something going on with Capri Suns, because remember that commercial where the goal was for kids to drink them and then melt into chrome and become really good at extreme sports? It was like the perfect example of what your brain is like on Bleach. Heads up to any Bridgerton fans. Roger Jean Page says his Bridgerton character lived happily ever after, and they're not gonna touch that. Which is the complete opposite of the Duke of Hastings, who did all the touching to Daphne. Look, if you talk to any Bridgerton fans, they'll let you know that season 2 had a lot less fun. Seriously, these crazy kids had sex on a staircase, a gazebo, a bed, in a field, on top of a ladder, a notable homage to the steamy scene in Atonement, circa 2007, and on top of spaghetti all covered with cheese. And I'm sure you're all asking, folks, that's the burning question. What would I do if I were some hunka hubba hubba himana humana on a big TV sexy show? Would I Roger Jean go or stay on the sexy show? Or would I be all skeeved out? Well, sex sells, folks. So let's rip open this bodice and get busy. Put on some dirty music. Anyone order a large cauliflower pizza? Hello, and welcome back, everybody, to Broken News. My name is John Schwalski, and boy, am I hungry. I'm sitting here with our very special guest this week, acclaimed chef du jour.
Thank you, John. Thanks for having me. It is chef.
Right, yes,
Yeah.
you work in a kitchen and you go by chef. But chef du jour, is that a family name, or?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So you're literally our chef of the day.
Yeah.
You are changing the face of what it means for a chef to be partnering with a charity, and I think this is a really cool, folks. Revolutionary one, might add. You have created the Make a Dish Foundation, which helps guarantee children from the ages from 2 to 7 consistent employment in commercial kitchens. Mm-hmm. So you teach them the fryers, you teach them, what does this kind of work look like?
It's really inspired by what Chef Ramsay has been able to do with MasterChef Juniors. And, if you're a fan of La Liga or the Premier League, that's soccer or football, all of these incredible teams have just these schools to give young athletes the ability to grow their skills within that organization. They do it in baseball as well. And I thought, well, why not in the kitchen? You know, that's kind of been my journey this whole time, is just to bring life to plate.
Well, you also were Mr. December in the Midwest Mom's Favorite Cooking Calendar last year. Now that's fun and
Yeah.
wholesome. So what was that like? What was your recipe for that?
Yeah, so well, it's a recipe and it's a calendar. So it was December. So for the photo, it's just me and a cast iron skillet, seasoned, obviously. That's a chef joke. And then my recipe was sticky buns, and that's in honor of my mom.
There is something that you've revolutionized in the cooking industry, or a particular recipe. Do you mind sharing that with us today?
It's called the Trio, and they're mini breakfast burritos. Chilaquiles one, a steak one, and then just an egg and cheese and refried beans inside of the breakfast burrito.
Oh wow, I don't really understand how that's revolutionized everything, but it's what you're known for. All right, so your signature dish is something that we feel we could probably make here with you right now. How about it?
Sure.
We have some kitchen staff for you at your disposal, and I'll be in there with you, and a couple of cameras, and we're just gonna go for it. So we have the ingredients here, if you don't mind, to let you take a peek.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Your people decided that this would be the best thing for us to use, or our people.
This is a joke, right?
What do you mean? What?
You wouldn't actually put this in your body.
Yeah, we thought based on, these are fresh ingredients. You got herbs in a tube, a couple of eggs, Pillsbury, pizza crust, and some ranch and caramel.
This is what you think of me?
What is it? I think highly of you. What do you mean?
Dude, I get my stuff from the farm.
Okay.
3 miles down from our restaurant.
Okay. It's convenient.
What is this?
Well, some of the stuff came from a farm.
No.
Originally.
No.
This green onions.
This?
Oh.
If it was fresh, it'd still be stiff.
Well, I mean, look at this. Look at some of these. This is the only one that's been.
Look at me.
I'm looking.
Come on. You're better than this.
These came from a farm, Eric. Our camera guy got from the produce place that gets it.
Eric, you got these from a farm?
I assume they were at a farm at one point in time.
At one point in time, they were from a farm. Thank you, Eric.
What do you want me to do with these? Huh?
I think. Are you saying that this is not okay? That you can't?
Did you
I thought you
read-
could handle everything.
Yeah,
You know,
I can, but
let's-
did you read my book?
I skimmed it.
John, where's the respect, huh? I come here, you don't even read my book. You're making me serve your people this? They deserve better than this, man.
My whole apartment smells like green onions right now. So we're gonna cook some food together because that's what would be fun and what would help us all. So I'm hungry. Are you?
I'm gonna cook your ass off.
Got my apron? Let's do this. Wait, the ingredients though.
We got eggs. We got cheese. We got, what is that, sausage? Turkey? Alright. Some ham. Yeah, we got this, alright? So, what we're gonna do... Sorry, you gotta move. You gotta move. You have to.
Get him out of here.
Jesus.
But what are we making, Chef?
Making breakfast burritos.
Making breakfast burritos.
Do a little
Take on a
special-
classic.
Yeah. We're gonna use the fat from the meat for our eggs, for the scrambled eggs for the breakfast burrito. So, peel little cheese sticks. We have tortillas, and then we have an air fryer we're gonna use as well. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 2 breakfast burritos. We're gonna do an egg and green onion, and then egg, turkey, and green onion. Once these are cooked, gonna actually, we're gonna chop these up as well, okay?
Once they're cooked?
Yeah.
I want to burn myself?
This is where you live, huh?
Yeah, I live here. Where do you live?
Well, I have a condo in Brooklyn, and then actually looking to buy an estate soon. What, do you have something that you want to use the carrots for?
Huh?
Do you want to use the carrots for something?
I thought we could eat some.
Sure, yeah. Why don't you go ahead?
Would you want it? Take it. Take it.
Okay, so we're about to have a bubble here, right?
Yeah, what do you do with a bubble?
You don't want it to pop, because then grease is going to fly at your face, okay?
Oh, Jesus, no!
Tell your camera guy to watch out.
So, okay. No, seriously, David, please be careful. Like, oh, Jesus!
There, now we're going to cut those up, right? We're going to cut those up. It's hot. It's really hot. I'm afraid it's going to squirt my mouth.
Don't do that.
It tastes pretty good. Eat it.
It's actually much better than I thought it was, Chef. Wow, you really know your stuff. You
Okay.
really know your stuff.
You want it?
All right, let's go. Let's continue.
It's too hot. It's too hot. It's too hot.
Okay, turn it down.
It's too hot.
Turn it down.
If there wasn't enough oil. John, you want to do the tortilla challenge? Are you mad at me?
No, that's a fun challenge. So am I putting the cheese that we're cooking later on now?
No, you'll put it on later. John, did you eat any of that ham?
No.
You guys really went out of your way to make this easy, you know? Get those Doritos out.
Get the Doritos out. Getting the Doritos out.
Now, chef!
I'm sorry, Chef. It's like watching an episode. It's like living out an episode of The Bear.
What?
Yes, Chef. Okay, Chef. All right, Chef.
Yep.
That is so good looking.
I was just gonna have them tear it.
It has a really strong cilantro smell. That and oil. All right, well, cheers me up. Let's do it. I can't wait another minute. Boom.
It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It's so spicy.
That is something.
You like really add flavor to it?
I think this is heavy on the green onions. Oh my god.
I love how thick the tortillas are too. It's the triple.
I think that's what it is. It's like,
It's the egg to tortilla ratio.
it's almost like eating a book. Very dense.
A lot of cilantro.
Yeah.
Can you eat the other half? You gonna eat it?
BNN crew, what do you think? This guy is revolutionizing food because I really never thought I'd put anything like this in my body. And yet,
It'll take more than one bite. If anything, this just shows that truly anything's possible.
I love it. I think it was great, Jeff. Thank you so much for coming by.
Did you eat the ham? Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Eat that ham. Eat it with a ham.
Just give me a fucking piece of ham. I need you to get that out of your mouth. Let me tell. Over here. Thank you. Hi, I'm Bryce Mendez. Do you want to sue broken news? That sucks. Let's talk. Have you or a friend purchased cryptocurrency from a beloved local news show? Crypto will lie. Introducing the ooh-ah, bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay BNN commemorative e-coin. You may be entitled to compensation.
some concerned citizens have been running some attack ads saying that that a defunct cryptocurrency was both illegal and unregulated, but well-intentioned. All I ask is that you please ignore these ads, ignore any letters from the Federal Trade Commission. I can get you your entitlement straight to your door, paired with some light paperwork and some delicious homemade, they're delicious, right, Benny? So please call the number on the screen below. Do not answer any calls from any werewolves. This is not racist. This is just don't answer them, okay? Please, I have some. Make it up here.
My name's Eric the Werewolf, and I was personally accosted by John Schwalski and the team at BNN. I was laughed at, made fun of, and then I was paid in a now defunct and always scandalous cryptocurrency, by which no one could tell you the name of.
Yeah, I used to work at the BNN comment labs. It was really invigorating trying to figure out where certain comments were coming from, especially our first comment. Such great memories.
And I guess, stupidly enough, did not cash out immediately because, crypto market was kind of looking good. I got caught up in it a little bit.
It just went by fast, man. I mean, it was a lot of fast money. Then things just started going crazy, man. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. How am I supposed to know that a triangle scheme is the same as a pyramid scheme?
Yeah, the feathers, I no longer work for BNN. Would have saw that coming. I actually work for bird research, so this is how I gained the trust of the birds in my new laboratory.
That weatherman / spokesman he's convincing. Yeah, I bought it. I'm an easy sale. Okay, I got 3 air fryers at home right now as we speak.
Where y'all think I got all these tropical shirts from? It's a whole clothing line. Willie Drizzle's going to come out with a whole clothing line to a Walmart near you.
And their contract was on a napkin.
So yeah, I let it ride to the moon.
Let's go to the moon, baby.
And that went the way it did.
I still thought it was new and innovative. I didn't actually ever get paid. I was told I would get paid in their cryptocurrency.
I'm back in a literal doghouse.
They offered a 401L. And a 401L is basically a loyalty sub sandwich card that you take to your local sub sandwich shop, get it punched, and then that's your 401L.
Shh. It's quiet time. I can't talk about crypto with it.
But then that sub sandwich shop closed, and so I lost my 401L, and now I live back with my parents.
Wait, y'all recording this?
Yeah, we're recording this commercial right now. We've gotten everything so far.
Yeah, the cryptocurrency, what is it called?
Doo-wop, shibbity doo-wop, bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay, put your hands in the air, wave them like they just don't care. Ooh, BNN commemorative e-coin.
Yeah, that and exploded.
And all I think of every night is John Schwalski's face.
Ever since the ooh-wop, shiggity boo-wop went down, I can't even go to Chili's no more because they say this on site. When they see me, that's your ass, Willie. That's your ass.
When the birds, they sometimes tap me really loudly on my face with their beaks.
But it's okay. It's okay. It's not his fault that he's a fraud and a liar. He has ruined my and several other people's lives. But it's not my fault either. And I will have my revenge.
No, we're not going to blur your face. You signed a document. If you wanted anonymity, you could have gone behind the curtain.
BNN ruins lives. And I wish them the best on this ongoing lawsuit.
Do you want to be in front of the curtain or do you want to be behind it?
I was happy to show up here and to show my face and to tell the world that that lawsuit is real and that retribution is coming.
You cannot say your name, don't say the company's name, don't admit culpability, don't say anything about the money. Okay, we got this. We don't have to go down with the show. These guys.
Hi, my name is John Schwalski, and I came up with the BNN Bitcoin, and I'm making more money hand over fist than I can even fucking deal with. I've bought so much distressed denim that it's becoming a problem, and I'm proud of myself, but I'm also kind of disappointed too.
Anything my client has said is not admissible in court. He is beyond himself in hysteria. It's the dye in the distressed denim. Do not listen to this man.
Acid wash or die.
And now we once again check in with Mike in LA as he continues his search.
A 1, 2, a 3, a 4.
Hey there, John. How's it going?
Oh, no, Uncle Franklin, you can't be the third band member. No way, no way to no way. You're the special guest?
Guess I am.
Surprise!
Mike, how did you end up picking him of all people?
John, I mean, it was simple. Like many people, Uncle Franklin saw my blog, and he was inspired by the courage that I really showed to go out there and improve on myself and jump back on the horse.
I was in a cult once too, you know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure last time I saw the two of you together was last Christmas when you guys decided to take me back to the chicken coop you insisted I was raised in.
I remember the old mother hen was still alive. She remembered you, didn't she?
Oh, you guys know what talking about the chicken coop does to my eczema.
You would eat all those raw eggs, and then you'd fart, and they'd all get scared. They'd ruffle their feathers, you know what I mean?
So what does that mean, Uncle Franklin? Does that mean you're rambling and ham-boning again?
Oh, yeah, well, you never stopped, you know what I mean? I'm just back at it.
Yeah, well, you know, I had to stop.
John, I don't know what to tell you. I touch everything I know, and I've done very well for myself. So it sounds like you might have to take a little responsibility for your own failures, John. Don't blame it on everybody else, you know. You can't be a victim all the time. Unlike you were when you were a little boy. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, how about you tell us a little bit about ham boning? The audience at home might not be that familiar.
Okay, well, ham boning is the practice of slapping your different padded areas of your body in order to make a percussive sound, and also sometimes you mix in a little rambling there, just making the general sounds that are at the guttural, primal core of humanity. You know, I think we've been doing it for about the entire time that humans have been on this earth.
Well, guys, I would love to hear a sample of what you've been working on.
Yeah, let's give him the classic defense horn in C sharp.
Okay.
Defense horn in C sharp. 1, 2, 3.
Maybe we should call it the C-sharp offense. Seriously, guys, though, I'm floored. My body and mind don't really know how to react. It's like eating sushi in the same evening as eating pizza. Something bad is going to happen.
You're being rather facetious, aren't you, little John?
No, I'm just a little confused as to whatever Mike's thinking and whatever he's got going on over there.
Whatever Mike's got going on, this man's a genius!
He brought us together.
You listen here, you little shit! You're not gonna tell us that our band's bad, alright?
That's alright.
I know you, John!
Yeah, well, fuck you!
Do the pressure points.
You're either two things in this world! You're the boot, or you're the one who gets stepped on, John!
Uncle Franklin, calm down. We don't want a repeat of 2 Earth days ago when you got so worked up you had a rash for 3 weeks and Mike and I had to rub calamine lotion all over your backside before bed.
All right.
It's all right. John, as you can see, Uncle Franklin's a bit passionate about this. This is close to the sleeve, as I'm sure you know. And, well, you have your experience and Uncle Franklin has his experience, and I think both are valid, and I accept you both for who you are. And even if that means, John, you're not quite on the level to join the band, I still, accept you for my family member. And Uncle Franklin, I'm sure you can have some nice words for John.
It's true. I mean, some people are meant to be alone forever. It's just how it is.
You know, not being alone is its own prison.
It's dangerous what you guys are doing. It's dangerous, this combination of instruments.
Remember when you... remember when I took you out? I took you out to the haunted house, and you peed your pants, and you tried to fight the man in the gorilla mask. You peed your pants. You were about, I don't know, were you like 20 years old, I think?
You could have used a trombone in that situation.
Yes, that's right. That's right. You tried to fight him. You lost, and you peed your pants. But let me tell you, he took off his mask. He was surprised. He was like,
There's pee on these guys' heads. There's a peeing everywhere, and he's trying to fight me. What's going on? You know what I mean?
Well, this conversation has certainly given me a lot to think about, as I'm sure I will fall asleep with one eye open tonight. But I'd be lying to say I'm not at least intrigued to hear you guys, your first send-off as the Trifecta, our new remote in-house band.
What do you say we hit him with the B-flat Boney Blues?
Oh, I think we could do that.
What a pleasure. All right, B-flat Boney Blues in B-flat. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Howdy, y'all. My name's TYGKO. This is my best friend Cam Stacy, and we are going to play a song called A Layer off our debut album, Long Ass Breakup. Hope y'all like it. Right back where we left off. I've been sitting in the same spot with my bad thoughts. We ain't finished, so we can't stop. Fuck if that costs. Baby, tell me that you meant that it ain't talk. You got the flow, I got to know, yeah. I rock the boat, we rock the boat, yeah. I tried to float, I wouldn't go nowhere. I tried to go, I couldn't go no. I just been staying inside like a layer. I ain't lying, I could lay up under you forever, easy as a layup. You be on my mind in the night when I stay up, and I feel like you designed to be mine. What you saying? You got the flow, I got to know, yeah. I rock the boat, we rock the boat, yeah. I tried to float, I wouldn't go nowhere. I tried to go, but there's nowhere to go. There's a time for growth, a time for pain. This time we want the time it took to line it up. Your time is slow. Tithe and took it, look it. We find it, book it, wipe it off and shine it and try to make it look new. It's me and you, so it's gold. On the deep end of the road. Lurking in the sea is better than being alone. It's personal to me when you're not answering the phone. Trying to get near you, I'm in a row. I wanna steer you driving the boat. I used to fear you ain't like me the most. Now I know I don't like me the most, so it's cool. I clear my mind with a clear sky. Killing time, almost killed my mind. Still inside when I'm outside. Got me feeling like I've been right back where we left off. Sitting in the same spot with my bad thoughts. We ain't finished, so we can't stop. Fuck if that costs. Tell me that you meant that it ain't talk. You got the flow, I got to know, yeah. I rock the boat, we rock the boat, yeah. I tried to float, I couldn't go nowhere. I tried to go, I wouldn't go no. I just been staying inside like a layer. I ain't lying, I could lay up under you forever, easy as a layup. You be on my mind in the night when I stay up, and I feel like you designed to be mine. What you saying? You got the flow, I got to know, yeah. I rock the boat, we rock the boat, yeah. I tried to float, I wouldn't go nowhere. I tried to go. Thank you.
Sick, super duper sick. Not feeling so well? Because that was sick.
Oh.
That was so good. You guys want to, I baked them this morning. This baked goods. 1.5 baked goods. One of them fell apart.
You baked those.
100%. It's real good stuff.
Those are Nutri-Grain bars.
I don't think you can prove that.
That's gonna be dry. I would not recommend.
This is a Nutri.
That is a Nutri-Grain bar. I can
Yeah.
smell it.
I
I know
don't
what
even know what you
Nutri-Grain
guys are
smells.
talking about. Well, I'll have, yeah. What?
That's definitely
That is
a
also
Nutri-Grain
a
bar.
Nutri-Grain bar.
No, I'm make the rapping too. It's wild.
So you're the
Crazy.
rapper.
Whoa.
No.
Sorry.
All right, well, folks, welcome as a musical guest
TYGKO. He was here with us at the Max 2 enjoying a homemade Nutri-Grain bar too, maybe. With Cam Stacy over here, which, yes, a familiar face. Why don't you tell the folks here why you're here? Why don't you tell me?
Tell you why I thought you knew why I was still here.
Yeah, we already did this bit. Why are you back?
I'm contractually obligated to be here. I'm the new BNN band leader.
Who said that?
According to the contracts that you gave me for the last episode that I was on, it stipulates my roles as BNN's band leader. I have to be here.
I may have sent the wrong contract. Who did we talk to about that?
That's your department, John.
Well, anyway, it's a pleasure to see you. And the last album that came out in 2021, Long Ass Breakup. Long Ass Breakup. Wow. How can I relate?
Can't we all?
What was the inspiration behind that album?
So a lot of my music is very personal to me, and a lot of it is I try to be complex with my like the content that I'm coming with and trying to keep it all organized and very deep. But with this project, I wanted to step away from my real life events, kind of tell a story of fiction, and kind of rest more in the pop field, you know what I'm saying? Usually I was, really about the rap-centric, lyric-centric, but I wanted to take this opportunity with this album to explore some different areas of the pop genre.
From a songwriting standpoint, flow or content, what comes first for you when approaching a new tune?
I would say content for sure, because I've often, especially this is a more recent thing, I found when I'm trying to write something and I get writer's block or I feel like I'm hitting a wall, it's usually because I'm trying to make a song that isn't how I'm feeling at the time. So, and it was exhausting, but there was a time where I was able to write 2 songs at once, but that's because when I got exhausted writing about this thing, I would kind of switch gears and write about this thing. And so it's kind of different. It was still very difficult and very draining. I probably won't do it like that again, but I learned a very valuable lesson about how important content is. And the flows, if I know what I'm talking about, I think of flows just as my bars just be long ass sentences. I try to think of it as sentences or quotes. So the flow comes from me trying to be sort of conversational, but also trying to be innovative with all the rap that I've heard over my life.
You came out with an EP, called Breakfast in 2019. Okay? Came out with it. Breakfast. It's great. It's a great EP. And everyone's asking, and I just have to be the mouthpiece for this. Okay. When's lunch?
After breakfast.
I didn't really need to ask that question, did I?
That was actually pretty straightforward.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That was a question you had written down?
What time is lunch?
When's lunch? You made breakfast. When's lunch?
Oh, actually, I have an answer for that. Have you heard the EP Goodie Bag?
Yeah, it's on Apple Music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no lunch. It's a snack. Snack comes next.
Snacks.
Midday snack.
Snacks come next, folks.
Yeah. There it is. At least that's what I was going for.
Oh,
that's why I did Goodie Bag.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, dinner time will come around whenever you choose, I suppose. Yeah.
Most things you can have for lunch, you can have for dinner.
Can you talk a little bit about the 2 songs that you performed
Hell yeah.
Today here?
So, it's funny that you had asked me about flow or content, because the reason why I like to perform A Layer so much is because that was my first time where I was really in the zone, for the album, and I would in the content in that back half of the album, that intensity, I was able to capture that, and the flow is so enticing. The Rock the Boat Aaliyah reference carried me through that hook. We were talking about the hooks, but I really leaned on a lot of the stuff that I had heard. I like to say there's no bars on there that you haven't heard before. All of those lines are lines that you've heard before somewhere. So that's why I like A Layer so much. And so that's one of my favorites to perform. Coastal Scenes is really special to me, really special to us, because that was the first song that we wrote after tour. So we went on tour for the album Long Ass Breakup last September. We performed for like a warehouse. We performed at Grog Shop, which is like a Cleveland place, like local Cleveland place that's legendary. We performed for 3 people. It was a couple and then one guy in the front in a kava bar on a college campus. So we just got a diversity of experiences. And I felt like I learned a lot, and we ran into some legends. Shout out Alex Bronson that played bass guitar on Coastal Scenes. Like all of those feelings that I was having, I wanted to encapsulate that into a song. And that's why like the song is really about like cycles, and hopefully I'll get to come back, you know, and that's kind of my promise to all those cities that I've been to, that I will be back. And next time I'll bring you what I found, you know, in that time.
Definitely made fans out of the whole BNN crew. I think Eric and I have gone to different shows at different times that have just loved how you control the crowd, and the way that you both enjoy performing so much. It's infectious, and we wish you the best of luck in the next things that you're going to be doing.
Hell yeah.
And thanks so much for coming out.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us, man.
Of course.
Well, I know you had to be here, but no, I didn't have to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
If I didn't know you had to be here, I would have been just peachy keen, happy you came. But wow, folks. Wow. What a time to be alive and to be here in this moment, right here, right now. So this has been a musical guest. The second one, what a fun time. Again, with Cam Stacy and featured artist this episode, TYGKO. It's been a pleasure.
We can go to brunch.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about that.
Brunch. This person's a genius.
Gotta keep your mind open. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. Like a window.
Yeah, windows be open.
Sometimes, well, you can shut them off too. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta shut it off. You know what I mean? Often I just have to shut it off. You shut it off. You feel me? Ill. Incredibly. And now it's time for a signature sign-off segment, folks. Tinkle Time, with musical accompaniment by Mike in LA and Tromboneria, Trombonica, I don't really know. But before we do any of that, I need to break something to you, Mike.
What's that, John?
Mike, do you remember the Chinet napkin that you signed for the band leader contract?
Yes.
Well, I may or may not have given that same napkin to a Cam Stacy, who you know has been on the show for our last 2 musical segments while you've been absent.
Cam Stacy? Are you kidding me?
The one and only, the master of disaster behind the keys in Chicago, the one and only Camden Stacy. And yes, it's true. And the problem is
that you're both contractually obligated now to be band leaders. So while I'm harping on my idioms and asking the questions that need to be asked during Tinkle Time, I'm gonna ask you guys to have to battle it out, picture in picture.
I just want to say that.
Well, John, the old me really wants to come out right now, but I'm doing work on myself, and there's only one thing.
What the shit is this about, John? You think you could take this man, this beautiful
Uncle
man,
Franklin.
and fuck him over like that?
Breathe.
You listen to me, Cam Stacy. We're gonna fucking find you. We're gonna fuck you up, Cam.
We'll beat him on the bandstand, okay?
All right.
Oh, and Cam, thank you for joining us. How you doing? Good. All right, well, you all are gonna try Tinkle Time, okay? All right, great. Okay, well, here we go, folks.
What?
And now it's time for our signature sign-off segment, Tinkle Time, with musical accompaniment. You know, folks, they say that you shouldn't bite the hand that feeds you. But what am I supposed to do if that hand is covered in blue cheese and buffalo sauce? I'm gonna debone that
A
thing.
minor. 1.
You know, folks,
Two.
they say that what's out
1,
of sight
2,
is out
3,
of mind.
4. We'll see you in the parking lot, Cam Stacy.
Now, you folks let us know in the comments below who won, the Camden Stacy or Mike and LA and the Tromboners.
What's up? My name is TYGKO. This is my best friend Cam Stacy. This song is called Coastal Scenes. Yeah, summer's over, I'm making them pull their coat out. We pull a boat out the harbor, that's how we show out. Like first we show up on time, then we rip the show up. Once I visualize my growth, there's no slowing me. Told them I was goated and chosen with golden speech. OMG Goldilocks, so I roll with beats, rolling weed to a coastal scene close to dreams. Feeling closer than I've been before, and it's not for sure, but the summer's over. So I'll be seeing you around when I'm back in town next. I could bring you what I found, what you think about that. Maybe I'll write it down or forget about it. I just give what's in my mind, hoping that sounds good. I hope that sounds good. Fall is over, winter starts, and I'm thinking about May. I could feel it in my heart, something awesome gon' change. It's been one of those days, wonder if we gon' make it. Feel the sun rays and give what it's gon' take. Hit the lake and pull my feet out. Sunbathe, think of things I could speak about. Don't play with the team, that's a brief route. Hella snakes in the grass, pull the weeds out. Keep it foul, pull a fingernail paint out. I'm the middle child, they look up to me now. I had to figure it out, I'm where I wanted to be now. I wanna jump in the crowd, fucking I'm spreading my wings now. Now it's summertime again and the night is warm. I've been staring at the moon like I'm a transform. I see the art is starting to bloom, I think I'ma plant more. I tell them to park on the side of the road and look at the damn stars. I made a plan, I think in advance, what if everything wrong? I'm taking a chance and thinking the answers, that's why I sing songs. I wanna share it with you all and stare in the face of gods and play my cards. I don't mean to discard, people ain't believe I told them once I was golded. Chosen with golden speech, Goldilocks, so I roll with beats, rolling weed to a coastal scene close to dreams. Feeling closer than I've been before, and it's not for sure, but the summer's over. So I'll be seeing you around when I'm back in town next. I could bring you what I found, what you think about that. Maybe I'll write it down or forget about it. I just give what's in my mind, hoping that sounds good. I hope that that sounded good. Thank you.
Our BNN live show is going to happen. It's going to be a good time. It's going to have a lot of people as part of it. And it's going to be good.